Just a couple of months ago, Kent State unveiled a new marketing campaign using billboards to draw in prospective students. But what goes into an advertising campaign before the slogan hits the board? Bruce Pompiani, senior account executive and 7-year veteran at the Pittsburgh branch of the largest outdoor advertising company in the nation, Lamar Advertising, says picking an advertising slogan is not an easy process.
It's tough to come up with one. You usually narrow it down to like the top 5 maybe, and then you look at it and you tweak it a little more. So yeah, it's tough to get down to one, but then you generally put it up for a vote.
Why is it important to test before you go to the ad agency?
Because you don't want to spend $100,000 and have it not work.
So, using Pompiani's logic, the university should have tested many slogan options before spending the money. But when TV2 wanted to see those test results, we found the results simply didn't exist. No alternative slogan options were considered. No tests were conducted to choose the billboard slogan #1 in college graduates in Northeast Ohio. When asked why no tests were conducted, Vice President of University Relations Iris Harvey, who was in charge of the campaign, refused an interview, saying, "I think I'll pass." Pompiani was surprised at the results.
It's surprising because typically, again, there are many creative ideas. You usually have more than just one, even in a billboard campaign. Usually there are 3 or 4 different creatives that they use throughout the course of that campaign. So to just come out with one and you didn't really run it by anybody or have your focus group, that's, I would say, atypical.
But the lack of testing isn't the only oddity when it comes to this billboard campaign. Placement is another issue. Kent State decided to place their billboards all over the greater Cleveland-Akron area, just like this one right behind me on Interstate 76 near Gilchrist Road. Pompiani says placing billboards in places where most people already know about the school, well, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Typically, you don't put the sign out in front of your store. You know, you put it away and within a reasonable radius of where you know people might come to your university, and give them a reason to check out Kent State, maybe that they didn't even think of before. So yeah, you don't typically advertise to your best customers who you know are going to come anyway.
So why did the university fail to conduct tests or put the ads in places that might not know about Kent State? Well, until the university decides to talk about it with us, that remains the $100,000 question. For TV2 News, I'm Rich Pierce.